Once upon a Tuesday, in the wonderfully wacky town of Wiggleville, something unusual was about to happen. Not a dinosaur in the bakery kind of unusual. No. Something fluffier, something fuzzier, something that starts with pajamas. Milo's house. This is Milo, 10 years old, wild imagination, professional cereal spiller. And today, he's sure it's pajama day, and he's very sure those fuzzy sloth pajamas make him look heroic. School entrance. But there was just one teeny tiny pajama-sized problem. It wasn't pajama day, not even close. Principal's office. Meanwhile, Principal Pickleton, a man who irons his shoelaces and alphabetizes his breath mints, was preparing for a surprise visit. Not from his mother, not from a teacher, but from royalty. Royal arrival. Enter Queen Petunia of Papalonia. She liked order, she liked elegance, she liked tea at exactly 2:14 p.m., and now she liked Milo's pajamas, parade planning, and just like that, the world's first royal pajama parade was born. No one knew what it was or how it worked, but it was happening, and fast. Pajama fashion show. There were snoring hats, banana print onesies, and one unfortunate incident with a glow-in-the-dark tutu and a fog machine. But hey, royalty loves surprises, right? Snuffy the goat, meet Snuffy, the school mascot, he mostly naps, but today he was about to go airborne. Pajamas plus trampoline, now's majestic goat launch. Science. Uh-oh. The Queen's guards weren't laughing. The pudding fountains exploded. And Milo? Poor Milo thought he'd ruined everything. Even Snuffy looked disappointed, and he has no facial expressions. The comeback. But heroes don't give up, especially when they're wearing pajamas with footies. Milo and his friends had one last idea, one wild, weird, and wonderfully wiggly idea. The final parade. The band played kazoo ballads, kids danced in dream costumes, and Queen Petunia, she laughed, out loud, like an actual giggle. It sounded like a fancy hiccup. And just like that, the pajama parade was saved. The Queen declared it a national holiday. Principal Pickleton fainted into a beanbag. And Milo? Well, he had the best day ever, by complete accident. Back at home, Milo tucked into bed, in his royal certified pajamas. And just before he closed his eyes, the school app dinged. Reminder, tomorrow is backwards day. Uh-oh. Please subscribe to Chex Comedy.
The laugh that shook the world. Every sound has a place. A bark in the park, a sneeze in the breeze, even a snore in a bookstore. But once upon a perfectly ordinary Tuesday, a laugh escaped, and it didn't just echo. It shook the whole world. Meet Giggly Greta. This is Greta Gumpleton, age 9. Lover of socks with googly eyes, and owner of the most powerful laugh in history. Not a giggle, not a chuckle, we're talking a full-on noodle wobbling, milk out the nose, super guffaw. The incident. It started in class. Mr. Snootley was reading a poem about broccoli feelings, when Greta's best friend Bo made a face like a sneezing moose. And then it happened. Building. Greta laughed. Kayak guffaw! The windows shook, the school bell rang 3 times, and the globe in the classroom spun so hard it burst into confetti. Earthquake alert. Scientists thought it was an earthquake. News anchors thought it was alien belly thunder. But Principal Snozzle, he just wanted quiet. Greta hides, poor Greta. She didn't mean to cause a seismic snort. So she did what any 9-year-old Gigglequake machine would do. She tried to hold it in, a serious plan. She wore a straight face, read boring books, watched documentaries about moss. She even joined the school's super serious club, where the motto is, no smiling, no sneezing, no spaghetti jokes. The world misses laughter. But something weird started happening. The school got too quiet. The lunch lady stopped singing opera. Even the playground swings squeaked in Morse code for yawn. Without Greta's laugh, the world got boring. Greta's friends hatch a plan. Her friends, Bo, Lila, and Marvin, knew what had to be done. They created Operation Gigglequake, a top-secret plan to bring back the laugh that shook the world. The Jokatron 9000, a machine powered by custard pies and whoopee cushions. It launched bananas into the air. It farted Beethoven. Greta smiled, but no laugh. Scene. Attempt 2. The Ticklish Parade, 28. Narrator. An army of puppies in bow ties marched through the hallway. Lila juggled. Jelly. Bo wore a tutu made of marshmallows. Still, no guffaw. Honest talk. Finally Marvin just said, "Greta, we miss you. The real you. The laughing you." And something twitched. Her lip. Her belly. Her brain. The super guffaw returns. Dramatic. And then it bubbled up. The tiniest snicker became a giggle, which became a chortle, which became boom. The laugh that shook the world. Frenzied. Books flew. Desks danced. Even Principal Snozzle bounced off a bouncy castle made of rubber ducks. Global laughter, the laugh rippled through town, through cities, through continents. Grandmas started giggling in their sleep. Zebras played the kazoo, and a satellite in space started laughing in Morse code. Greta embraces it. Greta finally got it. Her laugh wasn't a problem. It was a superpower. And the world needed more of her. Scene. The Laugh Festival, 45. Narrator. Now once a year, kids all around the world celebrate Giggle Day. They wear their silliest socks, eat spaghetti with chopsticks, and at exactly noon, everyone lets out their biggest belly laugh. Ending. Greta smiles. And Greta. She's still giggling, still shaking the world. One ridiculous, outrageous, snort-filled laugh at a time. Soft and smiley. Because sometimes, a laugh isn't just a sound. It's a reminder that silly can save the world.
Please subscribe to Check's Comedy.
The haunted lunchbox dramatic and whispery in every school. There's that one weird item, the squeaky locker dot, the singing pencil sharpener, the bathroom that smells like pickles. But none of them compare to the haunted lunchbox building. Suspense. It wasn't always haunted dot. It used to be normal. Until one fateful lunch period. Meet Tilly. This is Tilly Tupperware dot, age 7, lover of grilled cheese, bubblegum, and definitely not ghosts. She was just your average 4th grader. Until she opened that lunchbox. The discovery one day. Tilly found a lunchbox on her desk dot, not hers dot, old, rusty, smelled like ketchup and secrets. A sticky note read, "Do not open." So naturally, she opened it. Spooky snack spectacle delighted. Out popped a floating meatball, a sandwich that whispered "be-oh-oh-oh-lonia," and a ghost banana that peeled itself and shrieked like a banshee. Tilly dropped her juice box. The cafeteria freakout. The haunted lunchbox caused pure chaos. Mashed potatoes exploded. Apples levitated. A carton of milk screamed and ran out the door on tiny ghost legs. Tilly knew one thing for sure. She wasn't hungry anymore. The investigation Tilly recruited the bravest or hungriest kids in school. Peanut, the snack conspiracy theorist. Echo, the kid who records everything with a headcam. Shelby, who moves slowly but thinks fast. Together, they formed the Paranormal Lunch Investigators. Ghost food files, the team discovered something spooky. The lunchbox had a history dot every 50 years. It returned, full of haunted snacks with unfinished business, meatloaf that wanted to be loved, pickles that wanted to sing opera, celery with dreams of stand-up comedy. Haunted hijinks, the lunchbox followed Tilly Dot to class Dot to gym, even to the dentist. She opened her math book, cheese puffs flew out. She sneezed and a ghost marshmallow popped from her nose. The ghost chef appears and then he appeared. Chef Gustavio, a floating, see-through, snack-obsessed ghost with a curly mustache and a passion for spooky meals. You open my box, he declared. Now you must help me finish my ghost menu. Cooking with Chaos, Chef Gustavio trained Tilly and the gang to cook haunted food. They baked vanishing cupcakes, boiled whispering noodles, and made a haunted fruit salad that sang jazz. Echo recorded the entire thing. It later went viral. The Haunted Food Festival to break the curse. The ghost food had to be served to the living Dot, so they hosted the Haunted Food Festival. Kids lined up. Parents ran screaming. Even the school nurse took a bite of the poltergeist pizza. Final bite, Chef Gustavio took a bow. His ghostly recipes were complete. He vanished in a swirl of cinnamon sugar and dramatic applause. The haunted lunchbox, it slowly closed itself and turned into a regular lunchbox again. Or, so we think, grinning. So next time you find a mysterious lunchbox and your apple starts doing the cha-cha, just remember, you might be the next lunch hero, or you might be stuck in a polka with a haunted pudding cup. Narrate a soft whisper, stay spooky, and always respect your snacks.
Please subscribe to Check's Comedy.
The Great Pet Escape, whispery and dramatic. Some stories begin in castles, some in space. But this one, it starts in a pet store. On a Tuesday, right after a very suspicious fart from a guinea pig named Captain Cuddles. Meet the pets. Let me introduce you to the team. Tina the turtle, small, slow, secretly a genius. Disco the parrot, loud, flashy, allergic to silence. Captain Cuddles, brave, bold, and terrible at planning. And Barkley the dog, stuck in the Adopt Me window for 238 days and counting. Trouble brews. The pets were tired. Tired of baths. Tired of weird humans pressing their noses to the glass. Tired of being called all so cute. They wanted out. The plan. Captain Cuddles had a plan. Tina drew the blueprint in lettuce juice. Disco caused distractions, and Barkley, he dug a lot in the wrong direction. But hey, it's the effort that counts. First attempt number 1, Operation Squeaky Sock. They built a ladder out of hamster wheels. It collapsed immediately. The only thing that escaped was a fart balloon. The night shift. At exactly midnight, with the moon full and the security guard snoring like a blender full of gravel, they made their move. Obstacle course. Obstacle 1, the cat aisle. Tina camouflaged as a plushie. Obstacle 2, the laser sensor. Disco danced right through it. Obstacle 3, a suspiciously slippery puddle. Captain Cuddles slid through it like a tiny heroic bar of soap. Freedom. They made it to the front door. Freedom was this close. And then, Barkley triggered the automatic treat dispenser. Chaos, pandemonium, peanut butter everywhere. Time to regroup. Back to the drawing board. Tina upgraded the plan. Captain Cuddles held a motivational speech involving cheese. Disco changed the store's playlist to Eye of the Tiger, and Barkley, well, he just wagged, but very supportively. Attempt 2. This time, it was serious. They hijacked a Roomba, wore cardboard disguises, snuck past a sleeping iguana security guard named Steve. They escape. Out the door. Into the night. Cool breeze. Open road. The pets were free for about 3.7 seconds. Then they realized none of them had a clue where to go. The city's too big. The city was huge. Cars zooming, people yelling. A pigeon stole Disco's feather boa. Suddenly, the pet store didn't seem so bad. But then Barkley saw something. Barkley's dream. A little girl with a handmade adopt a friend sign. She looked lonely. Barkley stopped wagging, then started again, faster. He didn't want to escape anymore. He wanted to find her. The real mission. The escape became a rescue. Barkley's heart, and maybe that little girl's too. The team agreed. This wasn't just about freedom, it was about family. Return with a twist. They returned to the pet store, wild-eyed and cheese-stained, just in time for adoption day. The little girl walked in, looked around, and pointed at, you guessed it. Dramatic pause. Captain Cuddles, final moments. Okay? Not what Barkley expected. But wait, she adopted all of them. Tina, Disco, Cuddles, and yes, our boy Barkley. Narrator. Now they live in a house full of love, chaos, and peanut butter sandwiches. No more escape plans, because they're right where they belong. And that, my friends, is the greatest pet escape of all.
Please subscribe to Check's Comedy.
The cookie that ate my homework. If you've ever used the excuse, my dog ate my homework, congratulations. You're normal. But what you're about to witness is far from normal. This is the story of the cookie that ate the homework. Yes, you heard me. The cookie. Meet Max Crumbleton, age 10. Homework grade. Mostly sticky, and the inventor of the world's first Homework Helper Cookie Enhancer Deluxe. It is basically a chocolate chip with ambition. The experiment, Max didn't mean to create a sentient snack. He just wanted a cookie that helped him think, so he mixed sugar, brainy vitamins, old math notes, and 1 drop of soda. Poof! The cookie blinked. The cookie speaks. Yes, it spoke, and the first thing it said was, paper. Then it ate Max's history report on ancient toilets. Cookie on the loose. The cookie jumped out the window, ran down the street, and began its rampage. It chomped spelling tests. It devoured science fair posters. It even swallowed the principal's necktie. Still attached. The chase begins. Max had to fix this. He grabbed his skateboard, a half-eaten banana, and a walkie-talkie. Operation Cookie Crumble had begun. Cookie chaos. Meanwhile, the cookie was busy. It snuck into classrooms, disguised as a vending machine treat. It tried to climb onto a school bus. It scared a kindergartner so badly he screamed, "Math is delicious." The media frenzy, news stations arrived, reporters called it Snackzilla. The crumb that conquered. A dessert with a hunger for education. Max's plan, Max needed backup, so he called his best friends. Lisa, brainy and allergic, to nonsense Zeke, inventor of the peanut butter-powered slingshot Gus the cat, who mostly just slept, but offered moral support Cookie Trap. They set a trap, a trail of homework pages leading into a giant empty cereal box. But the cookie was too clever. It left a note that said, "Nice try. Needs more chocolate chips. Cookie grows." The cookie was growing. Every assignment it ate made it bigger, smarter, hungrier. Soon it had arms, legs, glasses. It was grading homework before devouring it. Cookie at the assembly, the entire school. Gathered in the gym. And who was standing at the podium? The cookie. "Students of Crumville Elementary," it announced. I am your new principal. Your homework belongs to me. The final plan, Max had one last shot. He created the anti-cookie homework reversifier. 5,000. A device made from a karaoke machine, a deflated soccer ball, and 47 rubber bands. Final cookie showdown. Action movie style. The showdown began in the cafeteria. Mashed potatoes flew. Textbooks exploded. A banana peel took out 3 chairs. Dramatic pause. Max stood tall. The cookie loomed large. They stared each other down, suspenseful. And then Max said, "Hey, Cookie, bet you can't eat this." And he tossed his worst, messiest, mathiest homework ever. Cookie's meltdown. The cookie chewed, paused, burped, then short-circuited. Too much math. Boom! It exploded into sprinkles and glitter. All's well. Max apologized to the teachers. He rewrote his homework, kind of. The cookie crumbs were swept into a jar labeled "Do Not Feed," and peace returned, for now. Teasing. So next time you say, "The cookie ate my homework," just know, it might not be an excuse. It might be a warning. And never, ever trust dessert with eyeballs.
Please subscribe to Check's Comedy.
Backpack to the future. Every school has a lost and found box. Usually it's full of lonely socks, half-chewed pencils, and that one glove no one ever claims. But in the town of Blundersville, the lost and found was hiding something a lot stranger and a lot more powerful. Meet Ollie. Meet Ollie, 10 years old, inventor of the upside-down peanut butter sandwich, champion of falling over his own shoelaces. And today he found the backpack. Discovery. It looked ordinary, a bit dusty, zipper squeaky. But when Ollie put it on, time itself went bloop, which in time travel language means hold on to your snack pack. First jump. One moment he was in class about to take a spelling test. The next he was in the future, flying pizza drones, robot janitors, and holographic hall passes with attitude. Future Ollie. And then he saw himself, future Ollie. With sunglasses, a jetpack, and a suspiciously confident grin. Turns out future Ollie runs the school, and he's kinda the worst. Back to the present. Ollie panicked. Back to the backpack. Bloop again. But instead of going back to class, he landed in prehistoric times, where the dinosaurs wore sunglasses too. Don't ask, it's complicated. Meet the gang. Luckily, Ollie's friends, super smart Maya, snack obsessed, Rico and fearless Jenny found the backpack too. Together they formed the Time Tanglers. Okay, the name needs work. Time travel rule number 1. Don't mess with time. Time travel rule number 2. Definitely don't leave a tablet in the Middle Ages. Guess what they did? Domino effect. History went bananas. Knights started gaming, cavemen ordered smoothies, and the school, janitor was now president of the moon, time was officially scrambled eggs. The backpack breaks. And then, disaster. The backpack fizzled, the zippers snapped, the bloops unblooped. They were stuck. In the year, who knows whenville. Future Ollie returns. But surprise, future Ollie showed up, with a warning. You break time, time breaks you, he said, dramatically flipping his shades. Time fix mission. The gang traveled from the Stone Age to the Space Age, fixing all their messy mess-ups. They taught cavemen how to paint, stopped Napoleon from inventing TikTok, and got Abraham Lincoln out of a dance battle. Final showdown. But there was one last thing to fix, Ollie's future self. Because being cool isn't about sunglasses, hoverboards, or bossing people around. It's about being a good friend. And maybe sharing your snack. Ending with, One final bloop. They were back. The backpack. Returned to the lost and found. Time, more or less back to normal. Except now their math teacher spoke ancient Greek and the janitor still had a moon flag. But hey, close enough. Ollie zipped up his backpack and smiled. No more time travel today, but tomorrow, who knows? After all, it's just a backpack, right?
Please subscribe to Check's Comedy.
Attack of the Musical Vegetables. Dramatic and mysterious. Once upon a time, in a quiet town called Snackville, where kids liked pizza, candy, and things that didn't sing, came a tale that shook lunchrooms everywhere. Brace yourselves for the attack of the musical vegetables. Meet Benny. This is Benny Buttersworth, age 9. He hated vegetables, not disliked. Hated. He once screamed at a carrot stick. He once buried a broccoli in the sandbox. He once fake sneezed on a salad just to get out of eating it. The Cafeteria Incident 4. Ordinary school day. Benny opened his lunchbox and something extraordinary happened. His peas hummed, his corn snapped, his green beans tap danced, and then the broccoli beatboxed. Chaos breaks out. The cafeteria went wild. Kids screamed. A lunch lady fainted, and someone shouted, "The celery's doing salsa!" It was beautiful and terrifying. The vegetables escape. The veggies launched themselves off the plates. They marched. They sang. "We're here to say, in a musical way, you can't avoid your greens today." Then they disappeared into the school vents. Benny investigates. Benny couldn't believe it. "Am I dreaming?" he asked. Nope. The next day, the broccoli was in the announcements room singing Queen. The carrots were in the gym doing jazzercise. The lettuce was leading a conga line. Recruiting help. Benny needed backup. He called on Nina, the snack hacker, Trevor, the kid who only eats string cheese, Jules, the undercover pretzel smuggler. Together they formed the Snack Pack. A plan is formed. Operation Chop. Chop was born. Step 1. Lure the vegetables with ranch dressing. Step 2. Trap them inside a giant lunchbox. Step 3. Dance, battle them into submission. The big showdown. The veggies showed up, dressed in glitter, holding maracas, singing a remix of "Don't Stop Broccoli Leavin', It Was On" intensely. There were split peas doing splits, a bass-dropping beat, and one cucumber DJ with lasers. Benny and the snack pack had no choice. They danced. Unexpected twist, but something happened. Benny had fun. He moonwalked with a mushroom. He flossed with a fennel. He even hugged a head of cabbage. The message revealed. The broccoli stepped forward. "We don't want to hurt you," it said. "We just want a chance to show you we're delicious." The snack pack paused. Could it be? Scene, taste test time, 40. Narrator. With trembling hands, Benny took a bite of musical broccoli. He expected doom. Instead, "Whoa," he said. "This tastes like cheesy popcorn and happiness." The veggies winked. Peace at last. The snack pack made peace. The musical veggies returned to the lunchroom. Kids lined up for turnip tap performances and zucchini solos. Even the principal started beatboxing with a bell pepper. Final scene. And Benny, he became the school's official veggie ambassador. He eats his greens. He sings with his greens. He even takes his peas for walks. No one knows why, but it's adorable. Smiling. So next time your carrots start humming or your spinach swings a mic, don't run. Join in. And remember, vegetables aren't just healthy. They're a whole snacking show. I'm singing softly. Turn up the beat. And pass the peas. These musical munchies aim to please. Would you like a recurring narrator character in this? Like a retired dinner plate who used to serve the finest greens, or a talking fork with a dramatic flair?
Please subscribe to Check's Comedy.